TV show Scout of the Past. In the previous episode, I don't actually know yet how exactly I will go through or where. First thing, it's overgrown. Second thing, it's an active military unit. A huge territory, 2 by 2 kilometers. About 100 meters away, I see tanks. The training ground is definitely active.
Look at this one. You could totally start it up inside and drive off.
Scout of the Past. Hello, on air is the show Scout of the Past. I am Sharunas, greeting you from Ukraine. I've almost arrived at the place where our business will begin. We arrived, brought a lot of humanitarian aid shipments. However, now we'll want to learn a bit and dive deeper into how the equipment we brought actually worked. So behind me, the loaded car, there are the drones that were brought. Previously, I took them to Kiev. They were reprogrammed to be suitable for the front line. And now with all the drones, we're heading to the positions. I'll quickly change, put on the vest, helmet, and we'll jump into the zero forward positions and try to see what the working principle is. What do the drones do? How do they correct fire? And we'll try to eliminate a few enemy soldiers.
Very grateful to my friend Sharunas for restoring the combat capability of our little bird. And giving us a very good, strong bird with good night vision. It will work very well both day and night. We will correct artillery fire, find the enemy far away on the approaches. I think we'll keep hitting them until victory. Thank you very much, Sharunas. It's pleasant to communicate with you. Pleasant to see your work being done. We'll try to send you some good videos.
Last time we were in this village, there were more garages. There was a warehouse there, and they hid the S-300 to that garage. They had to relocate elsewhere. A bit. Oh, look, a chicken walking.
A pheasant.
Or a pheasant. Shall we take it for dinner?
On a skewer?
Here's another one. And another one here. Something else here.
You hear the generator?
Yes, we hear it.
Well, that's why they need that quiet generator. Caesar is loading up for departure. Here's a huge pit.
They're going to fire the Nona now, from the Nona.
Now they'll shoot from the Nona at the tank, right? Tell us where we are.
Yeah.
Don't say the location.
In one of the company's good spots. And soon it will be hot for the Muscovites because they are very close to us here, right nearby.
Right nearby. We just saw, via the drone, one tank was bogged down. They pulled that tank out. They arrived themselves with a Ural truck, drove over their own mines. They abandoned the Ural and ran away. Now there's a second tank, and now we'll try to guide the Nona cannon onto it.
The Nona, it's 120 millimeter caliber. It'll be a bit hot.
All right, back to work. We are again at the position overview. We found more recorded positions, and again, we're watching how the artillery works on the positions. The image froze again for a moment, need to wait. It will move. Over there, at that intersection, are the enemy trenches and bunkers, fortifications. Smoke is visible and the image froze again, but there was a hit somewhere nearby because smoke is rising, you can see it. While the connection is frozen, I will tell you a bit about how the system works. So what we see on this screen, the exact same thing is seen at the battalion HQ and at the brigade HQ. Everything is also visible. And sometimes it even happens that they hit the positions, if the positions are valuable, not even with our deployed artillery here, which we are guiding now, but they can guide it from somewhere else if there's free artillery available there. Or maybe they even launch some kind of rocket, well, if the target is valuable. Now we are hunting a few enemy soldiers in their trenches, so most likely no one will allocate major resources to us here. A termite mound-like positions are visible, dug out in various directions, but...
Eugene, 120 on approach.
There, the broadcast is working normally now, and let's see if they'll hit again. The drone flew very far, 4 kilometers, so the connection is simply poor. The broadcast is lagging, but we'll try again to see. Just now they were walking around here, but now everyone has crawled into the bunkers, sitting there. But bunkers certainly won't save them from artillery. An exit point, the crosshair is standing in the place where movement was seen, and right there should be bunkers. Let's see what flies where. A little bit short. We'll make corrections soon. Okay, for now it's good. I think it will correct soon, and the next shot should be right on the positions, so I think we'll eliminate another 3 or 4. Well, from what we saw running around here, 3 were outside, at least, had emerged. But in the positions, there could be more, there could be 10. Osvaldis, what's the maximum number that can be in positions like this?
12 soldiers.
12, right? Time is passing. I see the image seems stable, not frozen. Okay. We should hit again soon. Good. Waiting for the sound of the exit. Soon we'll watch where it lands. Time is passing, everything's fine. But at the top I see degrees, so if the numbers are moving, and at the bottom if the time/speed is going, it means the broadcast is working. Opa! Look, 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 right on the positions. There it is, there it is. Super.
The bastards will still come out, if alive.
I don't know. Look, to just hit the bunker roof directly. You can see, look, concrete. Oh, running, 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 running. But these bunkers here are with concrete posts, right, Osvaldis?
From the vineyard.
From the vineyard, and the ends of the country are visible. They are stronger, those bunkers. But if he ran away, then only 1 ran away. 3 crawled in here, into the spot, 3 crawled in, but only 1 ran out, so maybe...
They also dug trenches underground, you know?
Well, underground, there's no protection there. If they hit, they hit. It's just not visible where exactly. It's visible in this spot in the gap. Here's a bunker, and over here is a bunker. And that one ran away to here. And those 3 who crawled in, they're either concussed or already eliminated. The little dot is here. The next shot should be in that spot. Maybe we'll eliminate that last living one. I feel like a sports commentator, you know? In general, Nonas are quite accurate cannons. They exit herd. Oh, hey, too far. Hey, what a bad luck. I remembered how we sat in the bunkers yesterday, and it's good that no one was targeting us like that.
No.
10, 12 seconds. Oh, a bit too close. Well, raise it up a little more. We raise a little bit. Another exit.
It should be a 3-pointer.
Well, right here, exactly where the dot is placed. It should have landed already. Maybe this wasn't ours. Maybe this was aimed at us. Well, now this was definitely ours. But maybe this wasn't even... too far to the right. Damn it, why so much? Although, there was also a bunker in that spot. Look, when the smoke clears, it hit another bunker slightly further away. Well, it hit here. Apparently they have another one there. Look, here's one bunker, apparently another one here. And over there, it's not visible behind the bushes what's on that side, but there might be, because there's a corridor here and yes, right where it was needed. Oh yes, precisely. Something flew off there. I like to think it was an enemy's head. Please, nobody spoil it for me. So during the day, about 600 are eliminated generally on the front, and now, just now, we eliminated 6 here. So 1% of today's work is already done. But look, the drone is still looking in that direction. Maybe they'll still hit there. Or are they just searching the... no, look, at that further bunker. Another one. Well, for confirmation, just to be sure. And they are really smoky, right? Fired off a smoke grenade because they thought we were watching them with drones. Oh, another one. Hey, look, that's where we shot first. Another shot exiting. Maybe while we were shooting here, they spotted movement here via another drone. Damn, there's so much booming around everything that it's hard to even say. One team is working with us, other teams are working independently, and the enemy is also shooting at us with mortars, grenade launchers, and a tank was just firing. So this booming sound heard outside isn't necessarily our outgoing fire. Coming up next. It seems that the tank is shooting at us.
Opa! Woohoo!
Yeah, we did at least 3 enemies, but there were more. Victory! Scout of the past. Found some more enemies. Now Nona will go hunt these. Look, you can see they are doing something there. Either they are setting up a mortar or they are digging something, but they usually dig under the trees. But here they are already building something. Look, they are working, so I think we'll send something to this one soon. Here, one small tank is hit, lying around, and over there the Kakaps are trying to dig in, so we'll need to smoke them out of there. We'll see soon. Nona should arrive there. Damn, that tank ran away from us. A couple of shots and it disappeared. Again, a couple of shots and it disappeared. Now we can't find it anymore. It could be that it simply won't shoot at all anymore and slipped away from here. Because we have a serious cannon and serious aiming, so now we'll just hunt the infantry. Yugin, will Nona be hitting these positions now?
Maybe, yes. We'll see now. There are just really a lot of them.
Switch to another camera, another pilots. Switch to another drone. And a mortar started firing at us too. So now we need to find the mortar, where it's firing from.
Again, one gun, and like this, just finished working on the infantry, then threw at the tank, they hit. Now, they are coming out to work on this group of infantry.
One drone will now search for the mortar where it's firing at us from, and the other drone will guide the artillery in the meantime. They are digging something there. An outgoing shot was already heard. Let's see now if it's at them. Look there, he really built something. Something is standing next to him there, and he is digging around it. Probably a mortar there. The image freezes with every shot. Alright, another outgoing shot was heard. Let's watch. They all hit already. Oops, overshot a bit. Well, I think the third shot should be on their positions. It's just a pity that they all managed to get into the bunkers. The problem here is that there are vineyards nearby and there are concrete posts to support the grape bushes. They just pull out those concrete posts and use them for building bunkers. So when they stack them in 2 directions, it's hard to hit. Therefore, with drones, well, it's not hard to hit, but to destroy. So with drones, we can deliver anything big to them there. That's why the artillery is fired. Now I see they all went on the ground. Never mind. We'll try to hit their bunker directly anyway. They are walking. Damn, they are completely wiped out there. And an assault soldier is generally falling here nearby. They are there. Ah, look, did they take what was lying here or not? What were they building there?
Maybe an AGS. They took the AGS, carried it inside, into the dugouts.
Oops, got him.
Right under, there's a minus.
That's it, guys. We did at least 3, but there were many of them there. Right into the bunkers. Right, a direct hit. Damn, how well they guided it in.
Viskas.
That's it. We minus them. Oh, one more to confirm.
Tomorrow, look, read the statistics. These will be added.
Luke, we'll send a second one to that spot soon. I wonder how many of them were there. Oops, there is.
Yra.
Well, let's see if there's any movement there. We saw 3 walking, but earlier there was more movement from them. I wonder what size their bunker is.
Now the drone sees crawling ones, lying ones.
Well, when they are all underground there... Oh, they came out again.
Something is burning.
Something there, yes, maybe detonated at their place. Well, just to confirm it there, we'll hit that spot a bit more. But now we don't see anything because Starlink froze again and isn't transmitting. So I don't know if Starlink just... look, there's connection. There were 2 more right into their dugouts.
The rats are smoking, huh?
How we're scotching them. Well, what? Our Starlink froze. I don't know now if we'll manage to do anything here because Starlink froze. The Cap simply learned to use a GPS blocker. They block Starlink and it turns off. So now we're trying to reboot. While we were rebooting the internet here, there was already 1 shot fell 200 meters short, and it already looks like the enemies started running with their tanks, but we'll try to hunt them anyway. Ah, look, there is. Look, a Cap is running. Look, running. Here, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, it's unclear where their transport is arranged to pick them up. It could be that, they won't pick them up at the same spot where they... Oh, there was another outgoing shot.
I suspect that no one will collect them.
Yeah, well, what does that mean? How? They leave them and bring them here for life?
Well, maybe a replacement shift will come, then they'll pick them up.
No, they said they brought them there from above and released them here. As the commander said, our main goal is actually not to destroy them, but to scare them so they understand that they can't walk wherever they want with impunity. So they just have to know that every time they go out, they are always being watched and something can fly at them at any time. Well, simply so that the fear is great, then there's a higher probability that there will be some cases of desertion. So essentially, that's what we need most here, for them to be afraid. Oh, went out through that one again. No incoming fire towards the Russians is seen, so it could be that the enemy... Oh, look, hit right on the road. So it turns out a tank is still firing at us. Now, there should be about 10 tank shots towards us. So maybe we should close the doors, put on helmets. I asked why we can't guide Nona onto the tank. They said Nona won't have time to turn. The tank will quickly run away. And now we're trying to find that tank, where it is. That's it. The drone's battery ran out, ending the broadcast. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episodes. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment, click subscribe, and be the first to see our latest journeys. And of course, don't forget to support Ukraine. Scout of the past.